We had a practice yesterday, which was very intense. Guys were playing real hard. We introduced a couple things. What I'm going to do is add to those things today and maybe take and embellish them a little bit. One of the things we plan on doing most of the year is the shooting with a partner, which we will do. What we're trying to do is get our guys to release the ball the proper way through the guide hand, snap of the wrist, and the hold to finish each and every time. We will then incorporate that into stepping into the shot or just shooting foul shots. Okay? Trying to remember and remind our players at all times, the expression that we use when we shoot foul shots is to stay at the line. A number of times you see guys step and step back. Well, if there's no basket involved, we think that we can teach it a little bit better because it's just simply teaching the technique. Then today what we're going to do, as we have done all week, and yesterday included, is run the dummy break, which is no defense on the break, kicking the ball and looking for different options. First option to the wing and then to the low post. Second option, if the ball's reversed, to the opposite wing, it's a double screen down on the weak side. The third option is a solid screen and then a back screen, which you will see today in practice. Then from there, what we're going to do is jump into our rebounding. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, and then 5-on-5. What we do in rebounding is we tell our players to assume they're on the weak side all the time. And we're using the expression, as we did yesterday and the day before, we're using the expression to hit, which means hit the guy playing you, to hit, find, and locate the rebound. From there, what we would do is go into our offensive sets. So we introduced two sets yesterday, which we polished up a little bit today. One is Missouri, which you'll see, where the point guard hits the elbow and goes down and screens for the other elbow. And then it ends up into the flex. The second one is what we call cross 'em, where the guards cross, and anytime the guards cross, we look for the back door. So we cross the guards, hit the weak elbow, and then we look the back toward the other guard. And also today what we're going to add is a quick, simple hitter, a quick hitter called double, where we double screen on both sides of the elbow, and the point guard must run his man into the screen on either side, the double screen. And as he goes off, his first option is to get to the rim. Second option is to look for the guy rolling to the basket. And the third option is to throw back for the jump shot. The next option on the weak side is to separate those two guys. So the 5 or the 4 goes down and screen for the 2 or 3, and then we have a two-man play on the weak side. Very simple play, but has been very effective for us over the years. Then we'll jump into our defense, which has included rolling the ball, individual, chop your steps, come out and defend your man. We then go into the jam, which we're going to go behind the screen on the screen. We'll go into the hedge, where we're going to jump out and stop the dribbler from turning the corner. Then we'll go into what we call blitz, where we're going to double team the man coming off the screen. Today what we're going to add is the other man, a 3-man game. So we will then have strong side and weak side. The weak side man's job is to pick up the roller, and if he picks him up and stays with him, he's to call switch. The guy who hedged originally will then switch over and pick up his man. So if all these things go well, what we're going to do at the end of practice is to run a 5-on-5, giving the second unit a different offense to run, something different than what we run. So have our players on defense, on the white team, the first team, what they'll do is get something to do something a little bit different. So if it works effectively, I think we're going to have another good practice.